Hello, this video will consist of several tasks I'll be taking using my computer. I'll start off by showing you a demonstration of how to install your printer. Start off by clicking on Control Panel. You then have a window showing several options. You can then proceed by clicking on View Devices and Printers, which is here. Right, as you can see, here below are three, one's a fax machine and two of them are printers. As you can see on my Lexmark, the symbol, the green small tick, it just means that this current computer is set as the default printer, which means that whenever I'm printing out documents, the computer will communicate with this printer and therefore print the documents out. With printing, an obvious benefit is the fact that while making several types of documents, you're able to print a hard copy out. This is good because, for example, if you have an electronic version stored on your USB or computer and print a hard copy out, if you were to lose one of them, you still have the backup version available to you. So for example, if you printed out a hard copy and lost it, you still have it available on your USB stick, which means that you can print it out again. The next task that I'll be moving on to is updates. Form of updates I'll be using in this video is Windows Update. Right, how this works is that over here you can see that you have the option to install updates. Over here you can check which updates are important and the ones that are optional. With this feature, as you can see, even the updates that are important, you can still choose which ones you would like to update. So if I go back, well, advantages of main reason why people use Windows updates is because as latest programs come out, you need to make sure that your operating system is as updated as possible. Also, these updates generally increase the security of your computer and operating system. So I'll do so by clicking install updates. While this happens, I'll move on to my next task. The next task will involve a antivirus quick scan. The software program I'll be using is the Norton 360. Right. Yeah. As you can see, if you go on the PC security tab, it gives you a series of options that you can do. The one I'll be doing is run scan. It then follows by a window popping up which gives you three options. The first option is a quick scan, which is recommended. The second option is a comprehensive scan, which examines your entire PC. And the third option is let me choose, which means you can just customize which segments of on your computer you would like to scan. So I'll just do a quick scan. While it's doing its quick scan, benefits of this is the fact that basically you're able to find out whether there are any unwanted files or dangerous data stored onto your operating system. Also, if for example if there is some sort of a virus or spyware, your antivirus, and in this case Norton 360, is able to deal with the issue and remove any unwanted program or data. Right. The next task is disk defragmentation. What this is basically, it's a quick process. What it does is sort of gathers files and puts them into one area, making it a bit more organized, freeing up space in other folders, and organized in the sense that, say for example, you want to find specific pieces of information, you're able to do so because you know where that piece of information is stored. The process is pretty simple. You just click on defragment disk. Reduces the time taken to load files and write files to the disk. Right, while this is happening, I'll move on to the next task, which will be a file compression. The software program I'll be using for file compression will be WinZip. It's a pretty popular software program that is used by individuals to compress files. Compression of files is basically reducing the size of files so that, well, it could be for several reasons. For example, free up some space on your hard drive, or having the ability to store other sort of documents and file types on into that place. So you start off by clicking on convert zip file. You then locate the file that you would like to compress. I'll compress this Word document, and you get these options. You click on the .zipx, and then you get the option whether you want to resize any images. You can have smaller, medium, large, and etc. But in this case, I'll keep it to the original size. You just press OK. Now what you do is you pick the folder where you want the compressed file to be saved. So I'll pick this folder. You select folder, and then the process starts. Advantages of compression is that as it reduces the file size, it means that you're able to store different sorts of documents and other sorts of files into that folder or on your storage device. A possible disadvantage with compression of files is the fact that depending on what file it is, for example videos, while compressing you may lose some quality, but however this is due to the fact that some of the data is being removed from your file, and therefore the file size goes smaller, which in this case you can see that the original file size was one second. The original file size was 10 KB, and as you can see now the file size has been compressed to 8 KB.